So, how's it going, everybody? The 566 is broke down again. Sean, tell everybody what the problem is.
Shaft broke.
Shaft broke. Sean didn't know it broke because he just came to me and said, the PTO's turning, but the baler's not turning. So I came and had a quick look at it, and this kind of looked crooked, which I could spot right away. It should be straight. So, but I went to the dealer today, and yeah, I asked them. I need a shaft for my 566 baler, and they knew which one it was. They knew which one it was right away, and it was kind of strange because I thought, well, somebody phone ahead and tell them, but apparently it's a common breakage on these balers. Our 535 never had one break, and we've had that baler since 1991. To be honest, I don't think we've ever broken a shaft on a baler. Bearings, yes. Shafts, no. Is it? What, we broke a shaft on this?
The big top one.
The big top one.
Roller bent right in half.
Oh, did it? Oh. This big top one right here.
I think so.
The drive one?
One of them.
Oh. Really? I kind of don't remember. Huh. Yeah. No. Well, you're gonna have to pull the, get all that apart. We're gonna pull the chain off, find the master on the other one, the big long one. Loosen that off. Actually, you don't even have to take that chain apart right now. We could just loosen the tightener. It'll fly off there. All right, so I bought the new shaft, and where is it? Around here somewhere. Where's the new one, Sean? Oh, there it is. Right here. $500 for that baby. I thought it was going to be hard to put in, but it's pretty easy actually. Just as long as our coupler is good. The coupler that goes on this side. And I think it's alright. You can have a look, it's in the back here. There's the coupler right there. So we're gonna pull that apart and see what happens. Me and Sean were baling yesterday, and it was just dry enough. It just dried enough to bale. Like, it might have been, it may have been a couple damp spots, but that hay has been sitting out there for, I wanted to get it baled up because it's starting to get pretty black. You can see, like, it's not really green anymore, but it's not bad. Like, the cows will still eat that. I switched to twine on the baler because I kind of wanted to differentiate between the good bales and the bad. And after using net, I kind of hate twine. You know, once you use the net and then you got to go back to twine, sure takes a lot longer. The twine, I do have to say, it wraps really good. When you tell it to wrap 4 inches apart, it actually does it. It's like you could take a tape measure and measure the twine spacing, and it's pretty close. It looked pretty good on a couple bales I did. But that's why I switched back to twine. We kind of want to keep track of the bales that got rained on, or the hay that got rained on, so it makes it easier in the field to figure out which ones are which. But you can kind of tell, but after the bales sit there for a while, they'll be all the same color. So this way we can figure out which bales are the worst ones, and we'll feed those to the cows. Either we'll feed some of them first, or we'll feed them during the winter. We'll just actually put them in a row, just take the twines off and let the cows go at them. We did that last year, and it actually worked really well. The cows actually ate that hay more than I expected that they would, so it didn't work very good for shelters. So Sean here's hard at work, and I'm going to help him. Sean, what are you taking off now? What are you taking off now, Sean? Sean's actually talking quite a bit. He's actually you're way up on Antoine. You're like 3 up on Antoine now. Right, Sean?
What do you think? That thing cracked tight right at the pin?
I don't know, I think
Right
it
where
cracked.
the pin goes in. That would be the weakest spot.
Well, they say it cracks right at that weld. Right there. So now we gotta, that actually should pull right out of there, Sean.
Yeah, what are you trying to take that off for?
Oh, it's still too hot. Oh. Put your hands in some water and then grab it. Actually, go to the fridge. Go to the fridge, put your hands in the freezer, then come back here in 5 minutes. And it should be good. Oh, there it goes. Lori got it out.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. So there's the other part in there.
Yeah, we gotta pull that part out.
I wonder if that's the pinhole. Oh, I don't know. Looks like a welding part here, right?
That's right where that part goes. Yeah. Now we gotta get out the rest of it.
I ain't gonna touch that.
It's in there somewhere.
This part
Might
can't
as
be
well
hot.
pull all that hay out of there too.
No, this part's not hot.
Oh, it shouldn't be.
No, this should just come out. Can you fit
You
your
stick
hand
your
in
hand
there?
in there? No.
No way.
Gonna have to go from the other side.
Gosh.
So we got a vacuum and we're vacuuming all that hay out of there. Coming out of there. Where's the old shaft? Oh. So we're gonna replace this bearing while we've got it off, because there's no sense putting this old one back in. Hey Sean, spin this old bearing. Spin this old bearing with your hand. How does it feel? It's probably pretty good, but we should change it anyway. Yeah, that's where they said it breaks. Well, the problem we're having now, and it's kind of a big one, is there's the broken piece in there. We got all that cleaned out pretty much. But nobody's got, especially me, I can't even get my hand through that hole. And Sean can get his arm halfway. Laurie was here and he can get his hand right on it, but we can't get the shaft out of the collar there. The joiner collar. So, I don't know. That might be a new one. It's supposed to just slide right out of there. But it might be a little bit rusty on there. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a new one to me. They should have made it more accessible. Well, I just used a big bar.
So this is the piece he was gonna give you?
That's the piece he was going to give me.
Oh, okay.
But I said we don't need it because I think it's all right. So, that's where it came off. A little bit rusty there, but I got the big bar on there and it popped right off. So now we're going to put the new one in. Sean's going to take the paper off of it. Sean, I'm back. Looks like you guys got that in there, all set and ready to go. Yeah, so I went to John Deere, bought the bearing, and because I'm not putting this all back together without a new bearing. So I'm gonna give this to Sean and he's gonna put it on. He's the head man on this repair job. Suki, this is not a place for you. There. Actually, Sean, I think you forgot one piece. There you go. I thought you forgot one plate. You gotta put the plate on first, then. Nope, nope. The bearing goes in the plate. See? It sits right in there, yeah. Yeah, well, you don't have to put it in there now. Just make sure you have the plate first, then the bearing goes. Line the holes up. Now, hold, Sean. I didn't see you when you pulled those bolts out, but is there any nuts?
No.
There wasn't? Those are threaded holes? Are you sure? Okay, I'll take your word for it. I've never pulled that bearing off before on any baler, so. Alrighty then. So next thing we're gonna do, put the sprocket back on. I'm gonna shine this guy up. Use a hammer, Sean. Hold it. Put some WD-40 on there. Hold on. Hold on, Sean. Did we put that on the right way? I think we put it on backwards. Didn't I heat that up? Yeah, I'm gonna pull it back off. Well, got the sprocket back on. Sean just put the pin in. Now we're gonna put the chains back on. Got her? Yeah. There. Just gonna put the connector link on. Attaboy, Sean. Now we're just going to put the short chain on with the tightener. And it's good to go. If it ever stops raining. Yeah, nice job. There you go. There's the tightener. Well, Sean's going to take that short chain off because it's too loose and we got no tightener, so we're going to take a link out of it. There it is, all done. Sean's just going to run it and we're going to check to see how it runs.
That's a good straight.
We took a link out of the chain and we shortened it. I don't know if Sean put it a little bit too tight. But running not too bad. Could probably use a new chain and sprockets. We could probably use a new set of chains and sprockets. That sprocket there. And I don't know if we replaced this chain once already. Could be the original still. But we've had good luck with these big chains. Well, except on this one, it broke. And kind of pushed that out. But yeah, actually, I think it would be a good time for a new set of chains and new set of sprockets. We put a new set of sprockets and chains on here on 12,000 bales. And this thing's got like 25,000 rolls on it now. So anyway, that's replacing that main drive shaft, which I'm told by at John Deere is very common failure. And they figure is they heat treat the steel and then they weld it and it buggers the treatment up. So engineers, I guess, I don't know, that's a weird thing to do. They should just weld it all up and then heat treat it. Anyway, as you can see, the clouds are rolling in again. It's supposed to rain again. Alright, thanks for watching. Well, the wind came up and kind of dried out the swaths. So Sean brought out the baler. having a little problem with the gate latch not locking. Anyway, there are, these bales aren't looking very good. They've got quite a bit of rain on them. But we just want to get these rolled up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 more rows. I don't know why that baler is making a weird noise. Wasn't doing that before. I got another bearing going out somewhere. I'm gonna have to take a heat gun to it. That noise stops and then comes back and then stops. Anyway, I'm not using the new baler right now because there's no rush. I'd rather let the wind dry these out even more. They're pretty dry. They just got, like, there's dusting and that. There's just a slight bit of dampness on some of it. So no sense going with 2 balers and getting it done quick when it could dry out even more. It's still windy. But like I said earlier, these are the good bales. And what I did here at night was, I knew I wasn't going to finish, so I went and did every second one from here on up to there, so there'd be more room if we had to re-rake these ones. So it's hard to re-rake a raked up swath with a V-rake, but you can do it if you have room, and that's why I did it. I left lots of space so you could get on one side and re-rake it. And they just, Sean was raking this earlier, and this wind came up and seemed to dry it out, but that doesn't look good for tonight. They're still saying rain for tonight, and then rain again for Tuesday. So what are you gonna do? Nobody's cutting hay, everybody's just waiting. And anybody that did cut hay, it's worse than this. Like, way worse. So, yeah. You don't like to see black swaths. You like to see them nice crispy green. But you can still give this to the cows. They can munch away at it. And whatever will be, will be. But I don't want to see any more of this, that's for sure. I made 2 rounds on a field way over there, and we got stuck with the John Deere windrower, and Sean pulled it out, and then I made another round with it, and I thought that's good enough because the weather doesn't look promising. So we'll see in a couple days what's gonna happen. It's supposed to be nice Monday and Tuesday, or just Monday. Well, who knows? They change it every hour, so I haven't looked at the weather since this morning. So anyway, we'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.